Hello everybody and welcome back. My name is Kurt-Tober. Now, some of you may remember from my introduction video that I shot at the beginning of October, but this is not actually my first Kurt-Tober. I've been doing this for the last couple of years, watching a new horror movie every day in the month of October, and it's a lot of fun. This is just the first year that I decided to do video reviews of the movies that I had watched. The other strange thing about this year is that a lot of the movies have been fairly recent, either from 2024 or 2025, just this year. But for today's movie, I decided to go back to the far-off year of 1992 to review Guillermo del Toro's very first movie, called Cronos. Cronos is a 1992 horror movie and Guillermo del Toro's directorial debut. Now, he is a director that I absolutely am crazy for. Everything he puts out is golden. So this is incredibly interesting to me to see where his career began. It is about an antique shop owner in Mexico who stumbles across a mysterious artifact. This might just be another cursed object movie, but you have to inflict the curse on yourself. It was made 600 years ago by an alchemist and has the ability to prolong someone's life indefinitely. That's right, it's the Fountain of Youth in a golden scarab. But the antique owner doesn't really know what he's getting into until a rich, dying old man sends his goons to destroy his antique shop looking for the artifact. The millionaire knows all about the Cronos device and wants it to heal himself and prolong his dying body. And eventually we come to a stalemate where the millionaire knows all the facts about the Cronos device, but the antique owner decides not to share it with him because he trashed his shop. But eventually the antique owner does end up using it on himself and feeling rejuvenated and looking younger than ever. But he doesn't know how to properly use it and doesn't realize that there's side effects like a thirst for human blood. Throughout this whole movie, I really was getting vibes from the first Hellraiser movie. I had originally heard that this was a weird take on a vampire movie, but it really never leans into vampires that much. It's all pretty interesting stuff, but I'll be honest, it plays out rather slowly throughout this whole movie. You see glimpses of the creature that's inside the Cronos device, and it looks disgusting. But unfortunately, that's as far as Guillermo del Toro is able to spread his wings for this movie. This doesn't have the same kind of flair and creature effects that Guillermo del Toro is known for. But of course, this is his first movie, so you can't really blame him. I also really appreciate that this movie is half in English, half in Spanish. Not that I have a problem with an all-Spanish horror movie. I really enjoyed When Evil Lurks when I watched it for Kurt-Tober last year. But I gotta say that the language barrier might also translate to the acting as well. A lot of the performances are very stiff. I didn't really find myself connecting with most of the characters in this movie, just because. But there is one saving grace to the acting, and that's a very young Ron Perlman is in this. He is so charismatic and likable in this movie that it's almost a shame that he's the main villain. This movie really feels like a precursor to the original Hellboy movie because Ron Perlman and Guillermo del Toro teamed up for it. So, would I recommend this movie? I'm gonna be honest, this has been probably the hardest movie for me to judge so far. I want to put it in the maybe so bad, but I think I have to put it in the skip it. I got really bored just watching this movie. It got so bad I kept checking how much longer the movie had to go. But there's so much that I'm interested in, and I'm still glad that I watched it. I'm really happy to see Guillermo del Toro's earliest work, and Ron Perlman is just a gem in this movie. But I really think that most people are just better off watching a different Guillermo del Toro movie. Pretty much any of them. This in no way is a bad movie. I just didn't really have fun watching it. There really isn't any scares whatsoever either. So for today's recommendation, I'm going to suggest Guillermo del Toro's second movie called Mimic. This movie has a lot more action and a great creature design that you would expect from Guillermo del Toro. It's about giant killer cockroaches living in a subway. What's not to like? But I don't suggest you watch the second one, and especially stay away from the third.